I feel like I was put here to be an ambassador for New Orleans, you know what I mean? Like, we never had a D-1 come from New Orleans. All we had was Lil Wayne's and the Hot Boys and, you know, Juvenile, BG, Turk, Big Time, Master P, No Limit. That's all we had. And I'm friends with a lot of these people at this point, but I know that it's not something where the music has represented something positive or righteous, you know what I mean? That's just real talk. So I know that I'm needed, you know, for my city. I'm a symbol for something bigger than myself, you know what I mean? So that's why I make it a point to try to put on for New Orleans. But this the trip part. Even though I do that, New Orleans, like, you know, receives me with, like, everybody knows me in New Orleans and they respect me. But does that turn into them buying my EP, or does that turn into them coming to my show? Not really, bro. You know what I mean? Because I'm giving people medicine. And people don't always want to have to pay for medicine. You know what I mean? Straight up. They're like, yo, if you slide it inside of a milkshake, you know what I mean? I might take that. Or slide it inside of something that tastes good, I might take that. But in terms of do people want that? So in New Orleans, it's kind of like a weird paradox, you know what I'm saying? But I still put on for the city. And you know what the word says, Luke 4:24. A prophet is not honored even in his own hometown. Am I a prophet? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I might be, I might not. Who knows? God using me, but I don't know if I'm a prophet. But if they're not honored in their own hometown, then that puts it in perspective for me, even when I go through struggles with New Orleans. You know what I mean? Because I make, like you said, dog, I put on for my city. But I'm about to do a show on my birthday at the House of Blues, right? This is my first headlining tour I've been on. I'm gonna do this show on my birthday. I don't know how many people are gonna come. I ain't gonna lie to you. It should be packed. It should be a sellout. It's D-1. D-1 represent for the city. We're gonna see though. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. I take it in stride at this point. Feel me? But it pains me sometimes. You know. I did a show in New Orleans with Macklemore when I was on tour with Macklemore, and all the people who came to the show were Macklemore's fans in my city. I looked out in the crowd, I'm performing. I'm like, I don't recognize none of these people. I know my people when they come out, you know what I'm saying? I can tell, I grew up with you, I went to school with you, I worked with you, you know? You used to be my girlfriend, you know what I mean? All that type of stuff. I ain't see any of them out there though, you know? I started crying on stage, bro. Like, I teared up. I was like, dang, like reality hit me. Like, what's up, you know, with my own city. So, you know, I'm interested to see how this stuff turned out on my birthday, you know what I mean? So we'll see, but I'm gonna put on for the city regardless. I still live there, man. You know, I could move to Atlanta, I could move to LA if I wanted to at this point, you know. I'm still in the NO, man. I pay taxes, you hear me? Oh, like, real talk. Like, that's what it is, so we'll see.
So have you been forced to consider, not necessarily been forced, but have you had to kind of consider leaving for business purposes?
I might, yeah, I might. It's to that point where, and if I leave, you know, I'm still gonna be an ambassador for New Orleans wherever I go. I mean, I'm cool with the mayor. The mayor be throwing his threes up. I'm serious. The mayor of New Orleans publicly throw them threes up and say, be real, be righteous, be relevant. All the way from that to the people in the hood, to the people in the projects who have nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pull up at the gas station, whatever, it's all love. Dudes with mouth full of gold teeth, you thinking they about to come run up on you, you like, whoa, what are you doing? They run up on me and they dapping me off, hugging me, saying, we love what you represent, you feel me? So yeah, that's where it is, bro. So wherever I'm living at, I'ma still have a heart for NO.
Rapzilla.com